And we're live? Okay. Yeah, of course. I got you. She says she needs me to give her a trial run before she does her podcast.
Okay.
So
Nice.
let's do that. Let's do that. All right, ready?
Ready.
Taking a break from getting powerbombed by Ultron in Marvel Rivals Season 2.5 to tag you in for another Suplex to Perfection episode of the M3P podcast. What's up, champions? It's prediction time, and today's episode is main event material. We got a double header on deck, two massive wrestling shows on the same day, one streaming free on YouTube, not bad. The other locked and loaded on Peacock. That's right, June 7th is stacked like a Royal Rumble match at number 30. Joining me for this no holds barred steel cage style combo is my ride or die when it comes to wrestling talk. My mixed match challenge pick and someone who always brings the chair shots and hot takes. Welcome back, Menace.
Hi.
How are you feeling as we head into this stacked Saturday?
I am super excited, and I'm real interested in to see how this worlds collide happens.
Right.
Yeah.
Um, sure. Before we before we dive into the predictions, we got some breaking news that's hitting harder than a top rope elbow drop. WWE just released three superstars from the roster: Bahala, better known as Sarah Logan, Carlito, straight out of Judgment Day, and the bigger shocker of all, Ron Cena himself.
Yeah.
My childhood, freaking our truth. Like
Mhm.
his, yeah. I'm like, so I can't. That's like that. That hit me hard. Like
Yeah.
everything was, uh, like I was like, oh shit. Now depression's coming back. Here we go. Now I need him back. What's going on? What do you think?
I was shocked. I really was. You know, um, just seeing how he really impacted WWE is amazing. I've never seen so many, I can't believe this
Right?
things, all of the wrestlers have like spoken out.
Faces and heels.
Yeah,
They broke character just for him.
they did. And I saw, who was it? Bully Ray said that John Cena needs to come on and take full responsibility because he's probably the one that was like, I don't like him, get out of here. Which is stupid because our truth was like his biggest fan, you know. And even I thought it was awesome when he came out in
John Cena
looking
gear.
like John Cena. So
Yeah.
that was awesome.
Jesse says it hurt our feels. She's in the chat right now. Hey, Jesse.
Hi Jesse.
Um, yeah, like John Cena should come out, but then again, um, hopefully he comes out in character. And when was it? That promo on Monday? That's what I've been needing to hear.
Mm,
That's what we've been needing to hear.
yeah.
Because that is that right there was ruthless aggression, John Cena. Um, heel John Cena that should have been a heel, and hanging out with Logan Paul and like Logan Paul doing what he can to like
Sure.
hype the
Hmm.
bump up, and I was like, oh yeah, that's John Cena that should have been there the entire time. This
Yeah.
heel. Um, obviously we're gonna get Cody Rhodes with John Cena at SummerSlam. We called it already. Yeah, that's the rematch gonna happen.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes gonna get his belt back, and we're gonna see the decline of John Cena again. Anyway, I just don't want to see Cody Rhodes win the Royal Rumble again for the third time.
Yeah.
Triple. Don't do a triple, please. No.
No, no.
Bahala, better known as Sarah Logan, who is the wife of one of the War Raiders, Eric.
Mhm. Mhm.
Also known as the one girl from what was that stable with
Right, Squad.
the Riot Squad, Ruby Riot and Liv
Liv
Morgan.
Morgan. Mhm.
Yeah, I bet Liv was all like, "No." um, Carlito, who like he just won a championship in Puerto Rico, right?
Yes.
And now they're like, "All right, we're not gonna like renew your contract. You're out of
Yeah.
here." And
Well,
then
isn't that's the same thing with our truth? You know,
yeah,
he
they're
did.
not
He
gonna
wasn't
renew your contract.
necessarily released. They just said they weren't renewing his contract, but still,
Yeah, and
I, my sisters and I, we were like, that's just so weird that just all of a sudden now,
they're
his
working
last
together.
match was against John Cena. So,
It's a farewell match, exactly.
yeah.
um, there was other stuff also this past weekend about the Miz and other WWE wrestlers unfollowing WWE on Twitter or something like that,
Mhm.
and they're like, "No, it's not true. It's fine. It's all good." It's like, all right, fine.
Mhm.
But yeah, it hit Miz also. It's like nobody's safe. Nobody's safe in the TKO era.
I was just reading an article from Booker T, and he's like, you know, I've had my stuff like thought about. He's like, because it's just what's going on with business. He's like, for 20 years, I've been waiting for that letter or that phone call to say, hey, we're going in a different direction. We're
Oof.
not going to renew your contract, or we're going to release you. He's like, you can't feel like you're irreplaceable.
Hmm.
So I mean, it puts it in perspective that no matter who you are, there's nobody that is safe.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And then just Tuesday on NXT, the quickest debut ever from AEW to WWE, the glamorous one, Mariah May. I'm like, that match that she had against Tony Storm last year, it sold. It sold for everything.
Yeah.
It's just like it just it was just the best thing to happen to AEW, in my opinion. Like that was the only time that I was like actually paying attention to AEW. Well, yeah, for real, it was, it was.
Mm-hmm.
And then like now she's in NXT, but still like, oh, she's
Hmm.
gonna sell tickets here. She's gonna like, and yeah, it's gonna happen. Things are gonna happen out here, and the bells are going off again. Great, 9 o'clock.
So
Um,
did she? I didn't watch it, but I heard you when you were playing it. Did she say she was Mariah May?
she didn't. That's what I was like
Okay.
looking for. I was like searching, and I was like listening
Okay.
for that part. And
I
like
heard
she
she
has
said the
arrived.
glamorous one or something. Yeah.
The glamorous one has arrived. Nobody said her name. I'm like, oh,
Okay.
all right, that's weird. They usually say their name right away. Ricky Singh,
Right.
Ethan Page. That's Ethan Page from AEW. That's this person
Right.
from AEW. They didn't mention anything about Mariah at all. They just said the
Okay.
glamorous one, and I'm like, that's suspicious.
Yeah.
That's odd.
Well, because what was it Ricky Starks? I guess is now Ricky
Ricky,
Saints. So I was
yeah,
like, so maybe he couldn't take his name with him.
yeah.
Uh,
But Mariah May has been around for before AEW, so it's like her name.
sure.
Ricky was homegrown talent. Uh, but yeah, I can't wait to see what she does, especially against JC Jane. Like the other thing too that they released, Gigi Dolan.
Yeah.
Like they could have done something with her and JC. They were part of the that one stable with Mandy,
Right. Hmm.
and then they broke up, and
Right.
like a whole year, and then they didn't touch each other. Well, they did, but like it wasn't like a storyline at all. It's like, eh. Okay.
Yeah.
And then she gets released, and then she gets her belt, and it's like JC gets her belt. Like, really? Okay. I love how Tatum Paxley continues to um, like, she came out to the ring holding a Shotzi and Gigi Dolan dolls.
I heard about that.
One green, one orange, and it's like holding on to them. It's like, oh, that's so cute. Like, I love that. That's
Yeah.
best friend material right there.
Yeah.
Um, what else been happening? Have you heard about Shiloh Hill?
Hmm.
No, it's all over TikTok. It's all over
Oh,
TikTok. So it's all over TikTok. This one's all over TikTok. I got sent this earlier
okay.
a few days ago. It's, Egg sent a message
Okay.
about Shiloh Hill ordering boots from the dark web, and he's a wrestler from WWE,
Okay.
but he's on NXT. I don't know where he's in developmental still.
Okay.
And for the past, I think, 4 years, he's on TikTok, and like I've seen his pinned post
Okay.
where he orders stuff off the dark web, and they come in, and so like, hey, yeah. So let me tell you
Okay.
about the dark web. Let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about Microsoft. You know, nobody saw anything of it until like now
Okay.
when he orders these boots from the dark web. And the very suspicious thing about it is that they're called Wayland
Okay.
29,
Wayland 29.
and every shoe, not just one pair of shoes, there's like a bunch of shoes on this site. They
Hmm.
are all splattered with blood.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, he kept looking at all these other shoes, some chanclas, some boots, some shoes, and some of them are like splattered with blood, others are dirt. It's like, are these people being buried in them? And then, like, this guy's
Hmm.
taking it out. Um, he looked into it and like ordered online, put his name on there, put his address on there, not his address, PO box.
Okay.
There was a site right there where it says, "How long are you trying to keep these shoes?" And he's like, "I don't know what this means, so I'm just gonna put like a 1 year, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I should like, maybe when someone asks me
Okay.
to buy these shoes back, I like do that." He just kept talking and talking all this stuff.
Okay.
So he did that a few days ago. He ordered them, and everybody's all like, oh my god, somebody messaged me, somebody at me when he gets the shoes, so I can see them. The shoes come in the mail. He puts some gloves on because he doesn't want to, like,
Okay. Yeah.
just in case.
Touch them. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, he opens the package, everything, and they're all like bundled up in a freaking thing. And he cuts it open and like grabs one of them. It's like, oh, look at this. And they're all dirty. They have like little spots of blood on there. And like you think the blood is fake. And he's all like, I'm gonna go get some stuff so I can spray it on there and
Sure.
find out if it's real or not, if it's fake. And it's
Hmm.
like, okay, cool. He grabs the other shoe, and the other boot is all like heavy, so he's all like, "What the hell's in there?" And it's a tape that popped out, a videotape popped out. He's like, "Oh, this is new." He's all like,
Okay.
so weird, and he's all like, "Oh, this is
Yeah.
new." All right, um, check out my Twitch. I'm gonna like go on live on Twitch, and I'm gonna play this video and see what happens. So a bunch of people, you know how TikTok goes. They're like, "Oh my god, so this guy did this, blah blah blah." It's like they're all detectives now. And so I'm like, as soon as I saw this video, the first video that was sent to me, um, later on, this shows up on my algorithm. I'm like, what the hell? So I go into Shiloh Hills again, and I'm looking at it. It's like, all right, what's going on? And he keeps making videos, but he doesn't wear them. He has the spray to prove that it's blood. It's blood.
Okay.
Um, he puts on the shoes and has a photo shoot with the WWE.
Holy crap.
He has a photo shoot with WWE. Everybody in the comments are like, "Was this just a marketing ploy? What was going on here? What are you doing
Yeah.
to us, dude?" And he's all like, "No, I just bought them from the dark web." And there's like everybody's getting all suspicious, detective work and
Yeah.
everything. And it's like, so wasn't the videotape, dude? He's like, "I'll let you know
Yeah.
later." he hasn't he hasn't updated or anything. The only update he had is the him spraying the shoes to see if they're real blood. They're real blood,
Okay.
but he's just wearing them and taking photo shoots and WWE backdrops and everything, and they're okay with it. It's like, what if WWE finds out? What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks a lot to Bunny, my friend Bunny, for sending me that first video. Really appreciate it. um, yeah, so now I'm going deep into that rabbit hole, Bunny.
Mm.
Buddy, rabbit hole. Thanks a lot. I'm going deep into that rabbit hole and finding out more about Shiloh Hill because, I'm even checking on Twitch. Like, dude, what are you up to? What's going on? And
Yeah.
everything. It's like, I don't know who this guy is, but he works for WWE. Okay, cool. So yeah, so that happens. So that's just been happening these past few days.
Okay.
Leanna says, "Hey, I'm here. Hi,
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 Leanna.
hi, honey. Welcome in. We see you. Hope you're doing good. All right. So yeah, that happened this past week, and I'm just like, okay. This
Okay.
is
Very
weird.
weird.
Very weird. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
like, you know
very
what? I
weird.
gotta talk about it on the podcast. Might as well. We're
Hmm.
here.
Of course.
um. Okay. All right. So you ready for Worlds Collide, the
Yes.
doubleheader on Saturday?
Yes.
Awesome. Let's go. What are you hoping for? What do you expect? Do you know who's gonna wrestle on the Worlds Collide? All these people? Do you know any of them?
So I've like they've advertised it uh on Raw and SmackDown. Um, I just because I've never seen AAA,
Yeah.
you know, so I'm curious to see how these wrestlers fight,
Yeah.
you know. So
Same.
I I'm like I have it all bookmarked on my phone to remind me when it happens. So I'm excited to see what happens. Let's see, let me pull it up. So
Trying
so
to.
I know Legado de Fantasma.
Yeah. Oh no, I got it. I got it. I'm
Yeah.
trying to look for the referee that's always there. The heel referee. There's a heel referee at this place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You
Oh
never.
wow.
I was like, hold on. Right. Heel referee. How about as a AAA ref? Um. Man. El Chompiras? No, that's not it. Who is the heel referee in AAA wrestling?
Some of these names are very weird.
They are. They are. They are. Tirantes. There you go. El Tirantes. Yeah. I don't know what that means. All right. So here we go. Saturday, June 7th, we have not one but two wrestling shows on that day. The first one, which is Worlds Collide live from Inglewood, California at the Kia Forum. Show starts at 12 p.m. your time, 2 p.m. my time, 3 p.m. Eastern. Streaming free on the YouTube channel, English and Spanish commentary. Um, Worlds Collide first launched back in 2019 as an inter-brand brawl featuring NXT UK, and 205 Live. Now it's back and bigger than ever. On April 19th, W announced the return of Worlds Collide 4, Live from Cali and now officially partnered with Lucha Libre AAA after they pulled a fast one and acquired AAA during WrestleMania 41 weekend. Expect stars from NXT, AAA, Raw, SmackDown, even TNA to step into the mix. It's not just a crossover, it's a super kick party with promotion invited. Every promotion invited. Uh, First match of the night. Oh, you know what? First match that we know right here. Legado Fantasma, Santos Escobar, Angel, and Berto versus El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr., Dr. Wagner Jr., Pagano, and Psycho Clown. Over the last few months, there was a dissension between Legado Fantasma Berto and the stable leader Santos Escobar, with Angel attempting to keep the peace. On the May 23rd episode of SmackDown, in an attempt to resolve their issues, Escobar announced that Legado Fantasma would be teaming up at Worlds Collide, being announced that they would face Triple A's one half of the Crash Tag Team Champions, El Hijo de Dr. Wagner, Pagano, and Psycho Clown in a six-man tag team match. Uh, I only know of Dr. Wagner. I don't think I've seen Pagano or Psycho Clown before.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I've seen Dr. Wagner and Lijo, the son of Dr. Wagner, on in AAA and then in Lucha Underground.
Okay.
So I've seen them wrestle. Obviously Santos, Escobar, and Angel Umberto. Um, yeah. I don't know. Like I'll go with Legado Fantasma since I know who they are.
Sure.
Sure.
Same. I mean,
Same.
okay. So of course I'm gonna pull for WWE, but I don't think it should be that way. You know what I mean? I mean, they're all, I guess, now part of WWE, but I actually want to see how the ones from AAA actually wrestle.
Yeah.
So I'll go with Legado de Fantasma because, like you said, I that's who you know. But I really want to see how this plays out. I kind of hope we're wrong, just because you know.
Yeah. Um, maybe Legado wins. Maybe the AAA heel referee that's always there, Tirantes, is gonna
Yeah.
pull a fast one and just like fast count for AAA. These are his guys, so he'll do
Sure.
whatever it takes.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
he'll do it for the money. He'll do it like whatever.
Sure.
This
Okay.
guy with suspenders doesn't care. Like, um, you guys do whatever I say, and if I decide to like count you out, you count out.
Okay.
So maybe he'll do that. Not much of the second match. Not much is said, but Hijo del Vikingo, we all know who that is. Like we've seen him
Uh
versus
huh.
Chad Gable in a singles match for the AAA Mega Championship.
Yeah.
Um, AAA Mega Championship. Like, I'll go with Hijo del Vikingo. I don't think they'll give Chad Gable a belt or
Yeah.
really keep him there, will they? I mean, Trick Williams won the TNA Championship.
True.
Who knows? They
I
could
don't
pull
know.
the best one. They could have Hijo del Vikingo come to Raw and face Chad Gable for that
Hmm.
belt and be like the AAA Mega Championship. Isn't that their like main event belt? Their main belt? I don't
I'm
know.
gonna guess yes.
I'm gonna guess too. I don't
You
know.
know.
We don't know anything about the Worlds
No.
Collide.
No. But no, yeah, I say El Hijo de Aquino.
Hijo de Vikingo. All right.
Just because I don't like Chad Gable. So
Yeah. Hopefully, the other guy doesn't show up.
yeah, a grande
El Grande,
americano.
the Starbucks coffee order. Wow, they even said that. Let's see. The next match on the card: Ethan Page versus Javon Evans versus Laredo Kid versus Ray Phoenix in a fatal four-way match for the NXT North American Championship. Ethan Page is the champion. I thought he lost it a little while back. I haven't seen what's going on.
Oh,
Fatal four-way. Awesome.
yeah.
At Battleground, NXT General Manager Ava announced that the winner of the NXT North American Championship match on the May 27th episode of NXT between champion Ricky Sainz and Ethan Page would defend the title at Worlds Collide. There, Page won the championship, and later that night, during Page's celebration, he was interrupted by Javon Evans, AAA TNA's AAA World Cruiserweight Champion Laredo Kid, and SmackDown's Ray Phoenix, with them announcing that they would face Page for the championship at Worlds Collide, making it a 4-to-4-way match.
Mhm. Yeah, I
Uh,
saw the little vignette of that, and he was not happy. I mean, who would be happy that you just won this championship and now you have to defend it against three other guys?
yeah, the way
So
he said that, was like, that's Ricky's. That was Ricky's deal, not mine. Like, I don't want to
yeah,
defend it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, cool.
So I say
um,
Ray Phoenix on this one.
Ray Phoenix.
Yeah.
Like I said, it'd be weird if AAA TNA got a fast one here, Laredo Kid.
Mm,
I mean, they're in AAA's place,
yeah.
home. This is AAA's home. It's not NXT. It's not TNA. It's AAA's home
Uh-huh.
at the moment.
Yeah.
So maybe again, if Tirantes, you know what? I'm gonna go 0 for 3, 0 for 5 on all these matches. You're you're
Maybe.
you're all losing.
Yeah.
there's a fade referee also. There's two, mainly there's like two referees just in case
Okay.
Tirantes doesn't want to count or he gets hit by one of the face wrestlers. The
Okay.
face referee will show up and be like, "I got you. One,
Hmm.
two." He will call down the middle, not like
Sure.
heel stuff, but just like, hey.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's two referees.
Okay.
So truthfully, Ethan Page, like
You think he'll keep it?
Ethan Page will keep it. If they want to
Okay.
go with, oh my God, shock and awe, Laredo Kid,
Yeah.
and hold on the NXT North American Championship over to AAA or TNA. This way, um, Laredo Kid versus Trick Williams happens.
Oh, okay.
Like, both belts.
Okay.
Next match, Stephanie Vaquer and Lola Vice versus Chick Tormenta and Dallas. At Battleground, Triple H's Dallas and Chick Tormenta were seen talking backstage with NXT General Manager Ava, and later both were in the crowds watching Stephanie Vaquer's successful NXT Women's Championship defense. Later that night, an argument took place between Vaquer against Dallas and Tormenta. 2 days later on NXT, Ava announced that Vaquer would face Dallas and Tormenta in a tag team match at Worlds Collide. Lola Vice then appeared and volunteered to be Vaquer's tag team partner at the event, which Vaquer accepted. The match was subsequently made official. Hmm. Okay. Um. I mean, why not? Maybe Lola didn't have anything else to do, but all right,
Yeah,
cool.
maybe.
Love that
I
shirt, by
like
the way.
Stephanie Vaquer, so I'm gonna go with Stephanie Vaquer and Lola Vice.
Love that shirt, by the way.
Ah, you do? Okay.
Yeah, I do. Like, hey,
You just
bro.
now noticed it, huh?
I'm like, what? What does it say up there? Why are you holding? Why? Oh, why are the legs up there? I'm like, oh, it's that wrestling from under the apron T-shirt. I love it.
Yes,
Old school. Like you brought
that's
in
right.
the wrestling T-shirt for a wrestling podcast. Love
That's right. Yeah. It was either this one or my WrestleMania one. So
that. Right,
I was like,
same.
I'll wear this one.
I'm saving that SummerSlam shirt for SummerSlam, just
Oh, okay.
just
Good.
in case.
Just in case.
Um, I'm gonna go with, I wanna, like, I don't know who Chick Tormenta and Dallas are, so like I wanna see what they're all about.
Yeah.
Um, we had like what, possibly a month to figure out who these people are and like search online,
Yeah.
but
No, I don't even think we had that because like I didn't hear about any of these matches until like a week ago.
a week ago, huh?
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah, we've known that WWE acquired, AAA, but there was like nothing other than, El Hijo de Vaquino because he showed up at WrestleMania and I think he was at Backlash. I think.
Yeah, he was.
So
hanging out.
we got to see him. I don't know how Chad Gable got into the mix, but
Chad Gable just hanging out, whatever.
yeah, he
Well,
just needs something to do.
maybe maybe his best friend, El Grande Americano, was like, "Hey, you can do this match."
Yeah,
That possibly happened. That's probably why it's like, all right, cool.
yeah.
He doesn't like luchadors, so we'll put him in a match against luchadors.
Hmm.
Um, so I'm gonna say Stephanie McCare and Lola Vice.
Me too.
Yeah, because I know who both of them are. Lola Vice will probably like shake her hips over this match over and over again. Chick Tormenta and Daz would probably do the same thing. Just we'll have a hip off.
Mm.
Stephanie McCare, if Booker T's on commentary, is the last time he's ever gonna comment her in her match. Well, like, yep, this is it, Booker. Come on, one
Yep.
more match. Let's go. I doubt it though. If it's the English speaking commentary, then yeah, he'll do it. If it's not, it's gonna be like somebody else.
Well, because this is pretty much NXT's PLE, right?
Yeah,
So doesn't
yeah,
he do their commentary,
yeah, he does.
or does
But
he just do
no, I seen him
like their
do.
regular show?
No, I seen him do both.
Okay.
And
Well, and of course, and I guess Stephanie Vaquer is on like Raw anyway, so
Raw,
this
yeah,
would be the last time he gets to make his comments, and she points at him.
right. Uh, and the last match we have is the Latino World Order, Dragon Lee and Cruz del Toro, with Lince Dorado versus Octagon Jr., Aerostar, and Mr. Iguana. Originally, Latino World Order's Joaquin Wild was scheduled to compete in this match. However, after suffering an injury during a WWE Speed taping on June 2, it was announced a day later on NXT that he would be replaced by Dorado. Uh, don't get released.
Yeah, don't worry.
They'll do anything right now these days. Like, Joaquin,
Yeah,
do anybody know who you are? No, it's time for you to get released, bud.
yeah.
But either way. Octagon Junior, Aerostar, Mr. Iguana. What names are these? Octagon
Let's go
Junior.
with them. Oh, I said them. Just because I mean, I love Dragon Lee. I think he's a phenomenal wrestler. But again, I think Triple A stars
Triple A. Yeah.
because I think too it will start kind of storylines. Oh well, we need to get kind of get even to show that we're better. So let's fight them again. And they could start crossing over.
Wait, is Lince Dorado from NXT or from Triple A? I thought he got released. Like
I
what?
don't know.
Like I
I've
have
only seen the name like once before, but I don't know who he is.
uh Lucha House Party.
Okay.
Yeah, he got released a while back.
Okay. Oh well, according to this, he's a coach for NXT.
Okay. Well, damn. All right. Cool.
So he might have got released, but then they brought him back.
On January 17th, 2025, Dorado returned to an NXT live event defeating Josh Black. He'd been in AEW in 2023. Okay. Impact, New Japan, Major League. Yeah. All right. Cool. Like that was so shocking to hear his name again. I was like, huh? Like, oh,
No.
okay. Because Joaquin Wild got hurt. I was like, all right.
Mm.
Um. So yeah, those are the matches. Not bad. And of course, Triple H heel referee El Tirantes is just gonna like ruin the entire night with his shenanigans. Can't wait for you to be like, why is that ref so dumb? Why is he doing this? Like, yep, that's
Be
him.
ready to hear from me.
Of course,
I'd
of course.
be like, really?
Yeah, it's like I hear from Beck all the time. It's like, oh my
Yeah,
god! I was like,
it's not
what?
that serious.
It is when it comes to Braun
No,
Breaker.
I know.
Sorry, I had to
She's
throw that in there.
passionate. So,
Had to throw that in there. Um. All right. Yeah, that's it for AAA Worlds Collide. WWE versus AAA Worlds Collide. Uh 12 noon Pacific, 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern from the Kia Forum in Inglewood, California. Streaming free on WWE's YouTube channel. So, it's going to be this. You won't be able to watch it at all.
yeah,
It's going to be, what's it called?
scrambles.
Scrambled. Yes. Like, so many
But
people
you,
are watching this as
yeah, it's going to be buffering. Yeah,
buffering. Yeah, that's the word right there.
yeah,
It's going to be buffering. English and Spanish commentary. Oh, okay, cool.
yeah.
Um, all right. Next up is Money in the Bank at the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California. Showtime 4 p.m. Pacific. That's you. 6 p.m.
Hmm.
Central. That's me. 7 p.m. Eastern. That's New York. Streaming on Peacock in the U.S. Tagline: The last time is now.
I'm getting tired of that tagline.
I am too. We know. We know the last time is
We know. And why do you always have to be on the poster? Put
wow.
somebody else on it.
For the first time since 2018, Money in the Bank returns into June and is bringing the ladders to chaos and the briefcase drama. This is WrestleMania reset button, and someone's walking out with a golden ticket. Will it be a breakout rookie, a sneaky heel, or a babyface ready for the rocket push? Either way, this Saturday is a bump heavy storyline twisting kind of day, and we're here to call it all. A match first. Let's go with the other two matches. Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. No, you know what? That's the main event, isn't it? Let's go. First match of the night: Money in the Bank. Solo Dakota versus LA Knight versus Penta versus Seth Rollins versus Andrade versus El Grande Americano.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. Oh, like that's so cool for El Grande Americano to be here and then have his best friend Chad Gable to be
Yeah.
on the Spanish show.
Hmm.
Qualifying matches for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match consisted of 6 triple threat matches held across episodes of Raw and SmackDown, with 3 spots for each brand. The first qualifier occurred on the May 16th episode of SmackDown, where Solo Sikoa defeated Jimmy Uso and Ray Phoenix. LA Knight qualified on the following week's SmackDown by defeating Aleister Black and Shinsuke Nakamura. Damn. 2 qualifiers occurred on the May 26th episode of Raw, where Penta defeated Chad Gable and Dragon Lee. Oh, there's Chad Gable. And then Seth Rollins defeated Finn Balor and Sami Zayn. On that week's SmackDown, Andrade earned SmackDown's final spot by defeating Carmelo Hayes and Jacob Fatu, with Raw's final spot determined on the June 2nd episode of Raw, where El Grande Americano defeated AJ Styles and CM Punk. I don't appreciate the fact that CM Punk got defeated by a Starbucks order. That's what they're calling it. The streets, the IWC streets are rude for this one. How dare you all say that? Uh, what's her name? Shauna Hill. She's the one that said it. Like ever since
Okay.
then, I was just like laughing the entire time. That's so true. That's so true. Um. All right. It'd be great if Chad Gable came and helped El Grande Americano.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Mm.
no, I don't think it'll happen.
Yeah.
All right, Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, Penta, Seth Rollins, Andrade, El Grande Americano. I'm not giving it to Seth again.
No.
I don't want Seth again.
So I think it should be Andrade. I
Really?
think Andrade, they need to push him. I hope it's not El Grande Americano
That'd be crazy. He
because
give Chad Gable the briefcase. He gives it to himself.
mhm,
It'd be like Um, uh, Elias and Ezekiel
Yeah,
split
exactly.
screen. Like, oh my
Uh-huh.
god, no way they did not do this. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna say Chad Gable.
I think Andrade.
Using Andrade, I'm gonna say
Yeah,
Chad Gable and Grande Americano. I was like, yeah, go
yeah,
for your freaking stuff, but
yeah.
change your boots next time.
Yeah. Stop wearing CG boots.
It's like, what does CG mean? It's like, don't know. Seth Rollins is the obviously the big pick here that
Yeah.
like everybody. Penta. All I can think about is what he's gonna do. Penta is just gonna like, my
Mexican
goodness,
destroy them all.
Mexican Destroyer on from the top of the ladder on
Oh
everyone.
my gosh. That's what
Uh,
I hate about these matches. Because they use those ladders like
yeah,
they use those ladders.
yeah.
You know?
Got LA Knight, yeah, but still, like, I feel like he had his moment last year, and like,
Hmm.
no, it didn't do anything. And then Solo is just there for comedy
Yeah.
and possibly for what are we calling him? The big dog, the husky guy,
Oh, JC.
JC, Jeff Cobb. All right,
Yeah.
so like possibly for for him to have Jeff Cobb in the freaking show up and hurt people,
Sure.
and then same with Jacob uh Andrade,
You know,
yeah.
I don't know about Solo and Jacob. There's a lots of dissension in there. And he's already told him, he told him, I don't need your help.
Yeah, what I
So,
mean, like
yeah,
this
that means,
and
yeah.
the I love that because it brings me back to like 2008 when the
Yeah.
whole Bay Area, Yay area happened, was going on, and he's saying it again, like he's bringing it back. Next thing you
Mm.
know, like people are gonna be bumping E40, Too Short, and all them.
Yeah.
It's like, oh god, yes, like he's bringing it back, and I love it. And it's like, you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, yeah, Bay Area. Come on, Jacob, you got this. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that you're doing that. Um, so final pick, Andrade,
Andrade, yeah.
uh, Americano,
Okay.
Starbucks order.
Sure.
Imagine that you all got beat by a Starbucks order. Um, he cashes in on. Okay, who did he cash in on?
Let's see.
Cena or
So,
Jay?
hmm, they're probably going to cash in at the end of the tag match. You know what I mean?
For both,
Since
for
they're
both,
both there.
they're both
So
there.
they're both there. So if they cash in, decide to cash in,
What if it's a
it'll
double?
probably at that match, at
Yeah,
the end of that match.
the end of that match. So we'll go through that
Yeah.
end of that match later on.
Yeah.
Um, I love that both belts are on the line here, and then both Money in the Banks are on here as well.
Yeah.
Next match: Alexa Bliss versus Roxanne Perez versus Rhea Ripley versus Jilia versus Naomi versus Stephanie Becker. Stephanie Becker pulling a double nighter, the same as no, not really.
Yeah.
Chad Gable, whatever. Let's just say it. Chad Gable and
It's Chad
Stephanie
Gable. We
Becker.
all know it's Chad Gable. Come on now.
Chad Gable and Stephanie Becker pulling a double nighter, a double
Hmm.
on this show,
Yeah.
having matches in the morning and in the afternoon.
Yeah.
They're gonna be freaking sore. Qualifying matches for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match also consisted of 6 triple threat matches that occurred over episodes of Raw and SmackDown, with 3 spots for each brand. Like the men's qualifiers also began on the main 16 episode of SmackDown, where Alexa Bliss defeated Chelsea Green and Mitchin. The next 2
Who?
qualifiers,
Chelsea Green.
there you go. Sorry,
I had to.
totally forgot it was your moment
It's
right there.
okay.
All right, say it again. Say it again. Where Alexa Bliss defeated Mitchin and
Chelsea Green.
There you go. The next two qualifiers occurred on the May 19th episode of Raw. We don't speak of that date, where Roxanne Perez defeated Becky Lynch and Natalia, and then Rhea Ripley defeated Kairi Sane and Zoe Stark. The fourth qualifier was determined on that week's SmackDown, where Julia defeated Charlotte Flair and Zelina Vega. SmackDown's final spot was then determined on the May 30th episode of SmackDown, where Naomi defeated Jade Cargill and Nia Jax. While Raw's final spot was determined on the June 2nd episode of Raw, where Stephanie McMahon defeated Ivy Nile and Liv Morgan. Before we head into this, do you understand the May 19th reference, by the way?
Uh, no.
No. Okay.
I mean, I
it
might have heard it, but what is it?
it also consists of a horror movie as well. All right, so um, you can't say May 19th around Kane because
Okay.
it's when the movie See No Evil came out. It's
Okay.
also the date of when he burned his parents down.
Oh,
When he got burned down, like
okay.
mentally, because he doesn't have any burn scars, obviously, so he mentally has a burned image. And storyline wise, that's the whole thing.
Okay.
The whole May 19th because his house burned down. He burned down himself with it. Mental issues. So when that movie came out, May 19th, 2000, I don't know when, forgot 2005 or six around there. Nobody in on Raw were able to say May 19th, or else they'd get chokeslammed by him. He'd come out, stop saying that name. There was a
Okay.
match between um every match, even against other people, not just Kane, but it was like Shawn Michaels versus JBL
Hmm.
at a pay per view, and these two were fighting, and so um, Shawn Michaels super kicks JBL, grabs a shirt that says May 19th all over the shirt as yellow,
Hmm.
and he puts it on JBL, and he says May 19th, May 19th, May 19th, and so Kane comes out, and so Shawn Michaels is like, look what he's wearing, and so he just like grabs Kane grabs and this is bald Kane with no mask and everything, so
Okay.
like
Okay.
demented Kane, you know.
Okay.
So he grabs JBL and chokestabs him. Everybody, he would do that to everybody. Rey Mysterio, anybody who said May 19th, but then the
Okay.
other person would point at the other wrestler.
Okay.
He said it, and so they would do that. The actors from the movie came to hype up the movie, and
Um,
they're like backstage and they're talking about it, like, yeah, when does the movie come out? Oh, May 19th. You said when now?
oh, girl.
I said May 19th. The movie comes out May 19th. Here comes Kane. It's like,
Oh
you're the guy that works with us. Why are you being mean to us? No. So
no!
they
Oh
start
no!
joking on everybody and they all start like, oh
Wow.
my God, that's crazy. So that's the whole thing with May 19th
Oh,
that
okay.
everybody like forever will say is like, what's today? It's May 19th. Don't ever say May 19th.
Oh.
So yeah. All right. So there you go. Now that we know that, who are we
Okay.
voting for this match? Uh,
Rhea.
yeah, of course, mommy.
Yeah.
But you have a freaking stacked match here.
Yeah.
Like,
This is actually a really good,
yeah,
Money in the Bank, women's Money in the Bank.
yeah. Because I'm not gonna like I want Alexa Bliss again to win. Obviously, she's won before. Roxanne Perez,
It's too early.
do it for Cora Jade. Come on, do it for your best friend.
Yeah.
Julia, same with Stephanie Becker. Oof.
Yeah.
Naomi, who just like stalker vibes and visited.
Oh, I know. Oh my gosh. I was like, what are you doing?
We're doing the stalker vibe now. And then Rhea Ripley, of course. We want her to win all the time.
All the time.
Um, I could see Roxanne Perez just holding it and taking it over to Judgment Day and
Yeah.
just having a thing with Liv, like I have and you don't.
Yeah.
Obviously, Alexa is just there. She just came back.
Hmm.
Rhea will forever be mommy. She'll probably have it and like be whoever. Becky
Hmm.
Lynch. Julia and Stephanie Becker are hands down who I would see them going
Yeah.
out and having a bomb ass match for this.
Yeah.
Naomi, just Naomi.
You know,
Naomi.
I I don't know. So I think out of all of them, I don't think Naomi should get it
Yeah, yeah,
because just I see why they want to push, all of these new stars.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Has Naomi ever won it?
No,
Okay.
she's
So
held
I
it,
think that
but never won it.
okay. So, but I mean, any of these women, because even though Julia, Roxanne, and Stephanie Becker are all new to
Mm,
the roster, they're all you know, pretty amazing wrestlers.
yeah,
You know, so I think this is going to be really interesting.
they are.
Yeah,
It is. Dare I say it?
say
Okay, this is gonna go down as I don't know.
it.
Um, what's it called?
A headbanger.
Headbanger. Why do I keep forgetting this? This looks like it's gonna be a headbanger. I gotta look for that freaking audio, and
Yeah.
it's there. It just doesn't let me use it.
Aw,
Looks like we got ourselves a good old fashioned headbanger. There it is.
that's right.
This is actually gonna be a good old fashioned headbanger with these
Yeah.
six girls.
Yep.
Right? Who we picking? Who you picking?
So I I always will say Rhea,
Rhea. Okay.
but if I had to pick somebody else, I'm going to say Stephanie Becker.
Damn. Just to see Liv Morgan's face the next night
Yeah.
on Raw, Roxanne
Uh-huh.
Perez.
Yeah.
Just because if that could work in the storyline there, it'd be like, I
Hmm.
did it and you couldn't. And then they like start kicking Liv Morgan out.
Yeah.
Even Dominic starts falling for Roxanne.
Hmm.
Like,
So
she gave me chicken nuggets.
yeah, exactly. So that meme that they show, like a girl is walking this way and a
Yeah.
couple is walking,
Yeah.
the opposite, and the guy's like going like this.
Hmm.
They put it was like a set of three. It was Rey Mysterio, is the girl that's like
Okay.
looking at Dominic
Looking
because
at
he picked
Rhea.
Rhea,
Yeah. Okay.
and then Dominic's looking at Liv,
Oh,
and and
no.
Rhea's looking at him like, "Ah, how could you?" And then it's Roxanne. Dominic's looking at Roxanne. So I was like, that is hilarious.
And that's
But
what should happen.
yeah,
That's definitely what should happen. I was like, I would love that. Like
yeah. So
Roxanne
you think they're gonna kick Liv out?
or Dominic will kick Liv out
Yeah.
and make him more hateable, like hated.
Mm,
Like he's never
yeah.
gonna be a face again. He is stuck with this
No.
gimmick forever.
And
This
I
man,
think he's for it.
yeah,
To be honest, because he's never gotten any kind of pop until he won that championship because he was a heel.
yeah.
So it's like,
And this is his third girl.
hmm.
Yeah. How many did Eddie have at the time? So he's trying to like catch up to Eddie's legacy,
Yeah.
his dad's legacy, of course. Like
Hmm.
Eddie had China,
Yeah.
um, basically all the girls, um, Vicky,
Yeah.
Angie, because he said him and Angie did stuff.
Mm,
Melina, but then like nah, nah. There's like a bunch of girls too that he did. Just like storyline wise,
yeah.
but he's like that happened. Um, So yeah, he's trying to catch up to Eddie's legacy.
Because remember, he's carrying two families so,
He's
on
carrying two
his
families'
back.
legacies. Yeah,
Yeah.
on his back. Guerrero, he's a legend. Yes, he is, Tina. Yes, he is. He's a legend. Like I still have his shirt. Like I still have everything about him. You know what? We've talked so much about this second match. Like, that's gonna be the highlight of the
I
freaking night.
gotta move on. Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be the highlight of the night. I don't care. It's like it's fine. Next match: Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch. Last chance match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Mhm.
If Lynch loses, she can no longer challenge for the title for as long as Valkyria is champion. If Valkyria loses, she will be forced to raise Lynch's hand and acknowledge Lynch as the better woman. Key word here tonight is acknowledge. The man wants to be known as the tribal queen.
Yeah. No.
Night
Never.
exactly on night two, WrestleMania 41, Lyra Valkyria teamed up with a returning Becky Lynch to win the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. I can't talk today. On night two of WrestleMania 41, Lyra Valkyria teamed with a returning Becky Lynch to win the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship, only to immediately lose the title next night in a rematch on Raw, which we were like, why? Which infuriated Lynch, causing her to turn on Valkyria. The two then faced each other at Backlash for Valkyria's the Women's Intercontinental Championship, where Valkyria retained, but after the match, Lynch attacked Valkyria further. Valkyria then cost Lynch her Money in the Bank qualifying match on the May 19th episode of Raw. Again. On May 26th, a rematch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship was scheduled for Money in the Bank. On that night's Raw, Lynch proposed a last chance stipulation for the match where Valkyria won. She would never challenge for the title again for as long as Valkyria was champion, but if Lynch won, Valkyria would have raised her hand and recognized Lynch as the better woman, the same way that Lynch did back at NXT Halloween Havoc in 2023 when she lost the NXT Women's Championship to Valkyria, who subsequently agreed. I just, Becky, come on. You're better than this.
Yeah.
Why are we doing for the women? I guess, like, you know what? I just want to, she just wants to be the Grand Slam champion. Have
Hmm.
a women's intercontinental championship in there as well.
Yeah.
So, not, it's
I say
Lyra.
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 Yep.
I
I
just
say Lyra.
see this girl again for the women's intercontinental championship. Go for the women's world or US.
Yeah.
Leave Lyra alone. Leave the little kid alone. Leave the little one alone.
Little girl with the wings.
Little girl with the wings. Leave her alone. My brother-in-law would remember all of this. He's a huge WWE fan. Hey, brother-in-law, that's so awesome. So yeah, Lyra, we picking Lyra. Let's pick Lyra, and that was it. We didn't.
Been to the tag team.
Cody Rhodes and Jay Uso versus John Cena and Logan Paul. Oh boy, hope I don't get sued. At Royal Rumble on February 1st, Jerry Uso won the men's Royal Rumble match by last eliminating John Cena. At night one of WrestleMania 41, Uso won the World Heavyweight Championship, while night two and now villainous Cena defeated Cody Rhodes to win the disputed WWE Championship. After Mania, Rhodes took a sabbatical from WWE while also began feuding with Logan Paul. At Saturday night's main event, 39, on May 24th, Cena confronted Uso backstage prior to the latter's title defense against Paul. Cena commented on the possibility of Uso losing his title to a YouTuber and how that would ruin wrestling. Something Cena promised to do after declaring his intentions to retire as champion at the end of 2025. Later that night, Cena interfered in the title match on Paul's behalf, only to be thwarted by returning Rhodes. Uso pinned Paul to retain his title. After the match, Rhodes declared that he and Uso would face Cena and Paul in a tag team match at Money in the Bank, which made official. And if he wants to ruin wrestling, he'll do the AA on Jey Uso right before Seth Rollins comes out, pins him, 1, 2, 3, or El Grande Americano, whichever. And Seth Rollins and John Cena are in cahoots the entire time. And that's
Mm.
how you ruin wrestling. But it's not gonna happen. I want that to happen so bad. Like that's been the whole plan this whole time for me. Come on, just say admit it. Seth Rollins and John Cena are working together.
Yeah.
And even Logan Paul. Logan Paul would be like, "What? No way."
Yeah.
But this team right here, John Cena, Logan Paul, can we have more of that?
You
Like,
like that?
I like that team.
Mm.
because she just told her like he's a legend, he's the greatest of all time, and then Cena just came out and did that promo, which was the best promo since his heel turn.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's his best promo because
Yeah.
he didn't do the talking slow so the crowd can hear him or the kid.
Yeah.
He went with Ruthless Aggression, John Cena,
Okay.
and he told Jay and Cody what's up. Like, hey, no, this is what's gonna happen. We're the best dominant team here.
It was a pretty good promo.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
I would
This
say that was his best. Yeah, I agree. That was his best one
that's his best one.
because he didn't. Because I'm tired of hearing him say, "Oh, well, you guys are this and that." Talking to the fans. Don't worry about the fans no more because obviously you said they suck. You know, so work on deliver your skills to your opponents.
Yeah.
You know, don't worry about the crowd no more. They still love you even though you don't love them. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say this. I don't want
Say
to say
it.
this.
Say it.
I don't want to say
Say it.
it.
I'm gonna call Lily right now. Hold on.
Color. But you know what? I will say I am looking forward to the match because I will give Logan Paul his props. He is a fantastic athlete in that ring. Never seen him box, but I think he's come a long way since he started at the first WrestleMania he was at. So
Ooh.
I will
Ooh.
say
Ooh.
it. But that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying no.
Ooh. Um, Logan
He's breaking
Paul.
me down.
Yeah. This will be the man's. Um. Yeah. This will be the one that I
You
want
think that'll be the cash in?
to cash in. One that they have to cash in here. Of course.
Yeah.
John Cena wants to
Because
lose
they're both
wrestling.
there.
They're both there.
So yeah.
Take your pick.
Yeah.
Like so one of them will come out and like look down at both John Cena and Jey Uso on the mat and just like try to, all right, who do I pin?
Yeah.
Double pin. Try and do a double pin. If it was Penta, he'd probably do a double pin.
Yeah.
But Seth Rollins would definitely do it. Um,
So be the best heist again if
oh
Seth Rollins wins.
yeah. Uh, and then we'd have Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins or Logan. No, never mind. I don't. I don't. Uh, Logan Paul's not there
Well,
yet.
no, actually. So if Seth wins
Yes.
and he cashes in, it'll probably be on Jay.
Yeah.
And then if he wins, it'll be Seth versus Gunther on Monday.
True.
So we'll see. We will see.
Yes, we will. All right. Who last time to go back through this? Once again, Money in the Bank, Inglewood, California, at the Intuit Dome, 4 p.m. your time, 6 p.m. my time, 7 p.m. Eastern, streaming on Peacock in the U.S. Tagline. Hope to use this tagline for the last time. The last time is now. Solo Sokoa versus LA Knight versus Penta versus Seth Rollins versus Andrade versus Grande Americano. Uh, who'd you pick?
I say Andrade.
Andrade. I'll go with
Andrade.
the coffee.
Yeah.
The Starbucks order. Uh, the big headliner, the one that should a main event. Alexa Bliss versus Roxanne Perez versus Rhea Ripley versus Julia,
Julia. Yeah.
Naomi versus Stephanie Becker. Who you got?
I say Stephanie Vaquer or
Uh,
Rhea. So
Rhea or Stephanie? I got
yeah.
Roxanne.
Okay.
Roxanne, just because. Lyra
Right.
Valkyria versus Becky Lynch for the last chance for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria.
We're done.
Yeah.
We're done with that. We're done with
Yeah.
that. Don't really care. Don't want to see it again. We're done. Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso versus John Cena and Logan Paul.
John Cena and
See,
Logan Paul.
there you go. Yeah, same, same.
I think
John
it's
Cena.
I think too this is gonna set up for maybe another, you know, storyline down the road.
Mhm.
You know, because we know that Jay and Cody got each other's back.
Yeet.
So anytime, yeah, anytime they need, they want to do a tag match, it's gonna be those two. So, and I think if Logan Paul does a good job with John Cena, this could be, somewhere down the line another one. So
True.
what? Somebody in the chat.
There's somebody in the chat. Yeah, Lauren, Leanna,
Oh,
Red. Something about pants down. Yeah. Anyways,
oh, what? Oh
I'm
my
like reading. What am I reading? Oh, okay. All right. A main event size thank you to my tag partner for today's showdown. Menace always bringing the heat like a flaming table spot. Whether it's predictions, promos, or straight up chaos, you never missed a hot tag. And today's episode wouldn't have hit the same without your commentary from the top rope. Thank you very much. To all the champs in the M3P universe, talking to you guys in the chat. Whether you're streaming from the locker rooms, listening ringside, or just vibing from your personal announce table in the chat, thank you for being part of this wild ride. You keep this faction strong, and we wouldn't be booked this well without you. Spread the word like a surprise heel turn. Cut a promo and tell your crew to join the stable. Drop a 5-star review like it's a frog splash in the Tokyo Dome. And meet us right back here for the next steel cage of storytelling, complete with whispered Pokemon lore that'll make you tap out in peace. Marvel Rivals drama, more tangled than a tag team breakup. It is. Ultron.
Mhm.
Ultron. Me. This is me. This is me. Yeah, I'm never gonna use Ultron. It sucks. 5 minutes later, me using Ultron because
It
the
don't
only
suck.
no, he doesn't. I apologize for ever saying that he sucked. Um, yeah, he just heals. Like he's not a person to shoot other the enemy team. He's a one to heal your team. That's the problem
Mm.
that I had. Like I'm not gonna shoot the enemies. I'm gonna heal my team and shoot them instead. It's like you guys suck. Here, here's some heals. Stop sucking. Anyway, hot takes hotter than a Hell in a Cell bump, and all the creative chaos you didn't know you needed. Right here on my third place podcast, where community, creativity, and a little bit of what? Minutes,
Chaos.
a little bit of chaos always collide. Thank you for hanging out. You're amazing. You're awesome. I appreciate you.
Thanks.
We will see you back here next week, next time on SummerSlam, right?
Uh,
Tonight
no.
again. No,
Next one is Night of Champions.
we'll see you back here again on Night of Champions.
Unless you want to do
Let's
SummerSlam and just
let
skip
let
it.
no, let's do Night of Champions. And then SummerSlam is the big one where we're like gonna be busy again. Like we're gonna be busy every time there's a double.
Of course.
Of course, we're gonna bring it to you. Like
Um,
from under the apron style.
no.
Because she's wearing the shirt. She's wearing the from under the apron shirt. So I like I need a shirt of my own. I keep saying that. Also,
Yeah.
by the way, if you haven't checked it out, um, the new shirt, not the new shirt, the new logo just dropped. I forgot that I'm recording right here to you guys. The new logo just dropped. It's the Summer Vibes edition of M3P. So check that out. I'm gonna make shirts of that, and we're gonna come back, and I'm gonna wear one.
Yay.
All right, that's it. We're good. We're good. We're done. You guys have a great night. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the doubleheader, and we'll see you again pretty soon, right here on my Third Place podcast, where community, creativity, and a little bit of
Chaos.
chaos always collide, just like right now. See you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.